It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas all around here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Someone's doing the sadness. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. 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 Hey, Ty. Thank you. Hey, Happy. Hey, Jessica. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I don't know if you guys got any snow, but we did last night, and I'm freezing. But it is December 1st, so it is fitting when the stockings are hung with care. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yes, you may, my dear. As always, you guys know, and for those who don't know who are new to this channel, you get one free card general reading per day. Currently, we've got a contest going on. If you come here every day and get a reading, or if you pay for one, you get more entries into a free 30-minute reading, which you can use for next year. So, it's exciting. Yes, you may. All right, who are we going to start with first? We're going to start with Jessica, since she was the first one to say anything. Jessica, honey, you're dealing with a lot of imbalance going on in your life. I don't know if something happened recently that just kind of threw you off a loop, or maybe you're kind of feeling some of the winter blues, but try to realign yourself. Lindita. Hey, Joanne. Lindita, it seems like there's going to be a lot of creativity going on, especially in some kind of art form. It may be with music. It could be a pairing with someone else. But it seems that this is the area of your life that you need to focus on. And that it was for Lindita. Yeah, not a problem, honey. And Ty is next. I can keep my cards straight. Hey, Rock. Okay, Ty, you got two cards that popped up. So you get to pick between one or two. So currently right now you got some money coming your way. I don't know if it's something that you were expecting or maybe a new job and you got a better money coming. But just know that it is coming your way. I'm glad to hear it, Ty. Joanna. Let me see. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Yeah. Okay, it's going to be Joanna and Happy Joy. By the way, for anybody who's wanting a reading, for questions, it's 5 for 2 today. And if you book a $20 reading today, you'll get a whole hour for $20. That's the special we're going to do for December the 1st. Joanna. Oh, my dear. Let's see how many we got here. Okay, Joanna. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick your card, baby. Seems like you got some issues that you're going through. Maybe it's because of the holidays, or maybe someone said something to you and it's really hit a chord. But just know, things pass. See it as a growth period, a time of transition, a time to be reborn, kind of like a phoenix. And then happy, 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 joy, joy. Mm-hmm. You're very welcome, dear. Happy joy. We got 2 cards that popped up for you. Pick 1 or 2, baby. So we got that Aquarius energy going on. Now you may be an Aquarius, but it seems that you've got a lot of insight coming your way, and you've got one vision while someone else has another vision of what they see things to be. Just remember, when we have that Aquarius energy, that lets us know that we're right and they're wrong. Who else am I missing? Rocker Life, hon, were you wanting one? Hey, babe, will you bring me a paper and pen? I actually need to write down names for today. I got the other ones screenshotted. You're very welcome, guys. I'm going to make sure real quick before I take any more readings to actually get everybody's name. Because like what I said, when you come in here and get a reading, you get added to the drawing. Huh. You can't find it? Hey, up there is that notepad. Up to the left. To the left, to the left, like Beyonce. Go to the left, all the way to the left, all the way to the left in the back. Ha! It is like Beyonce. Thank you. To the left, to the left. Put your shit to the left. Oh, man. Hopefully your guys' day went well. We got Ty. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Mm-hmm. Joy, joy. Do, 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 do. Jessica. You all right? Yeah. Lindita, saying that you're on if you're still wanting a reading. All right. I am caught up on names. So if anybody else wants a general reading today, or if you want to pay for a reading, let me know. By the way, if you actually turn people onto this channel and they mention your name, you get an extra drawing into the December giveaway. You know what? Let's get some music going. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm. 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 This is the second time this number's called. I don't know who it is, but it's in the local number. I don't know what you're doing. Might want to give it a call back later. No. But still shouldn't matter. Might be, yeah. Ooh, I know what song I want to play. I haven't heard the song in a while. There we go. Well, thank you, honey. I appreciate it. It's like yesterday we had a girl come on and she was asking about a gentleman she was with, and she paid for a reading. And as I'm giving her a reading, I said someone else's name that wasn't hers, which threw me off. And I'm like, where the fuck did Laura come from? And I'm like, I'm sorry about that. I apologize, thinking maybe, you know how your mind can be sometimes. You go to say somebody's name and you say someone else's name, you know what I mean? But apparently he works with Laura. So yeah, that wasn't fun. Right? So I got a feeling here in a couple days we'll see something from her again, if not sooner. It just sucks when that happens, People fall in love with people and they get stuck in those old ways, and people think that they can change them and they can't, and just turns into a whole thing, Which, by the way, guys, I'm going to be releasing a video this week. We're going to do some baking since it's, beginning of December. Which I think I'm going to get the stuff this weekend to do a Yule log. So I'll probably go ahead and upload it Sunday. That's one of the hardest things, Joy, is learning to let go when you don't want to, because you think that you can help them. By the way, anybody coming in who wants a free one general reading, just let me know. Hey, gang, how are you doing, baby? Thanks. It's even got a little princess hat. I'm so excited. I want to get a bigger one because I feel like it was like one of those cheap ones you get at like the Dollar Tree or something like that. All right, so I've got This Is It, and then Yan. This is it. You got some things coming up from your past that you're kind of defensive about, and you're kind of getting ready to go to war, so to speak. Just always remember that there's two paths in life. The one where we decide to, go ahead and try to defend ourselves, or the second path where we let people think what they want because we know our true character. Don't let your past define you into acting into old ways. As I get people in here, I'm going to write your guys' name down, so give me 1 second. That way everybody gets a chance to be added who came in today for the free reading. For relationship readings, you can pay to book one. It'd be $20. Where I actually take your date, their date, and then communicate with both of your spirits. That's not something I do on a one-card draw. Because like relationships, everything's complicated. And for me to try to sum up whatever it is you're looking for in your love relationship reading, I'm not going to be able to do it in one card, and it's not fair to you, and it's not fair to me. Yes, you may, Rocker Life, as soon as I get Yan done. And then I will go ahead and pull you a card, honey. What do we got for Yan today? Yan, we got 2 cards, 1 or 2. You pick, baby. So we got the Hermit in reverse, which tells me that you're getting out a little bit of your comfort zone and, embarking on some new adventures. Maybe trying things that you've never tried before and trying to get out of your head a lot more. So just keep on doing what you're doing. It's a good thing to do, and in the end, it helps you understand yourself more and how to become a better you. You're very welcome, dear. Rocker is next, then Coco. Well, thank you, Rocker Life. Let's see what we got for you, baby. Rocker Life. All right, where are you at? I seen you pop out. All right, my dear. I've got 2 cards for you. 1 or 2. You choose your path. Hey, Gladys. Seems like you got a merry band of friendship going on, but it seems like there's some things that you guys ain't talking about that have kind of came up in the last few weeks. Maybe something of a memory. I would take time and work through it because, it is what it is. Understandings happen, and, sometimes you got to dig up the past to move to the future. Glennis. You're very welcome, honey. Hopefully it helps you and good things come from it. Glennis. All right, Glennis. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, I apologize. I've got 2 cards that popped up. For the free reading, you get 1. So do you want to go with card number 1 or card number 2?
You want to know why running on the treadmill 7 days a week doesn't work for you when you're trying to lose weight? Because
no, I do not.
Happens, and I know that's hard to believe.
But thank you. Do. So hard to believe. All right, so we've got, which one are you? The 2 of Wands? I think you're the 2 of Wands. So we got the 2 of Wands in reverse, which means that you're no longer letting yourself get caught up into digging into other people's situations. You're kind of just doing your own thing at this point, realizing that, trying to go into things that you don't feel no longer suit you as far as, the past, or digging up things from other people's past. It's not something that fits into what you want your life to be, and you're getting away from that. So it's good to do. Blessings to you. I do have a PayPal. I do accept donations, and I have a Cash App. It's the Divine Witch for the Cash App, which I do kind of prefer, but if you do PayPal, that's fine as well. I just have to get a link for that if you decide to do PayPal. Much love, Happy. Mwah. I need to actually write a few of your guys' names down because there's a few of you I missed. Which is going to be fun when I got to go through. Because the last couple videos that I've done, I didn't really write anybody's name down, which was my fault. So I got to go back through them videos and look at those who I gave readings to. Hello, Moore. How you doing, baby? Let me write down your name real quick so that way I can add you into the drawing. Yes, it is, Rocker. That would be my Cash App. More. And then, okay. I found my cards. All right, let's see what we got for you today, baby. And Coco, I forgot about you, baby. Let me get more, and I promise I'll get you, honey. I'm so sorry. I left you out and about and forgot about you. I didn't even write down your name. All right, more, baby. You get 1 card, so pick which card you want. 1, 2, or 3. Look, honey, I know you're going through some depressing shit and you got other people in your ear telling what you should do and how you should do it, but you got to realize you got to take things on at your own time and your own pace. You can't let other people decide how long it takes you to heal from something. Only you can decide that. So take your time on what you need, but don't let yourself get consumed by it. And for Coco, babe, the love of my life, the one I forgot about. Let me write down your name. And I'll throw in an extra thing for you since I forgot about you so much. You're welcome, Miss Moore. Go, babe. Go, babe. Are you doing some traveling here soon or thinking about traveling? Maybe since the holidays are coming up? Either way it goes, it's going to end well. You're going to end up with something you want. Just don't get ahead of yourself. You know, don't go crazy. Go simple at first and then see where it takes you. Well, as far as the cards are concerned, you need to travel. You need to get away. Which I need to travel to. Not because my cards tell me, but just because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to see other things. And just to confirm with Rocker. That would be my Cash App. Holy shit. So, Rocker, when do you want to schedule your reading, dear? Like, you don't realize how much that... like, that's paying the rest of my phone bill. Yay! I do free pulls, but I also do stuff for other people. But the thing that I realized when I looked on YouTube for like doing readings, hey, is that a lot of them didn't even offer free one card pulls for people. I'm doing good, baby. How are you doing? So I always figured, I'm like, I want to grow the channel. People at least deserve one free card. There's some questions I won't do for free, just for the simple fact that it's hard to put it out there on some questions, like when you start getting into relationships. Yes, you may ask. What do we got for Az today? Ooh. I don't know what you got going on in your life, baby, but it looks like you got some disturbances at home. Maybe communication isn't working as well as it should be, but hopefully things get better for you, honey. I need to write down your name, though. As Ashburn. And then Jelani Simmons. Or Sims. Baby, it seems to be the year for it. Everybody's going through some shit. Okay, Sims, honey. We've got 6 cards that popped out. So you can choose, my dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Seems recently that you've been digging into your mind a little bit. maybe some things have kind of been brought up just because it's getting closer to a certain date. But overall, I could tell you from your other cards, even though you're kind of up in this up and down battle where you're getting like highs and lows, it's going to work out by the end of the week. Sometimes we got to let our mind do its thing. I actually picked up tarot and started a channel, but I want to connect with people and help them individually rather than doing a collective read. Feels like I'm not really sure whether I'm helping. You're going to have that for a while. You're going to feel like, is the readings that I'm doing, are they helping anybody? Do they feel a connection, or are they just saying that they have a connection and things of that nature? And donuts. Hey, donuts. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Right, too general. Well, that's when, like, one of the things that I do and advice I could give is whenever you're trying to do a reading for someone, even on here, I always focus on their name because everybody's name is individualized. No matter if it's something that they just currently made on a whim or if it's something that they actually put time into it, there's energy connected to it. Yes, you can join, hon. So I always just focus on their name. In the generalized one card readings that you see me do here, it's me connecting to their name as I'm shuffling, trying to connect their energy into it. Yes, you may, Bernice. Give me a second, guys. Let me add your names in here so that way. Hey, Gabriella. It's a possible. I would at least try to do a couple lives. See how it goes. And when you go live, let me know. I'll send some people your way. Fine. Da Donuts. That's the best name ever. What do we have to tell? I think your name has good energy, Sims. Give me 1 second, guys. Find the donuts. You're seeing the truth, but you're not hearing the truth. And this one is for Find the Donuts. It's like there's a mixture between truth and lies getting caught in between. But just remember, every lie that we give, it reverses the way that our path takes us. So just make sure what you want is what you want and drop the rest. Give me 1 second, guys. Trying to keep up. I am ready for Christmas, Gabrielle. I am so excited. And happy early birthday. I'm going to do Gabriella, Cannon. Yeah, one card pulls don't really give you everything, but they give you a gist of it. It's kind of like in Star Wars with Yoda. He tells you one thing, but then it's up to you to figure out what it actually means and be able to use it within your life. All right, let's give Gabriella her reading. And since your birthday is coming up, I will read you all 3 cards as a gift from me to you. So the first card that we got coming up is in the past position, which this Sims, see, I got Sims on the mind. This means that there was either some past manipulation or maybe a controlling aspect within your past. Currently, right now, you've got the Seven of Wands, I believe. Yep. So the Seven of Wands, it's kind of like walking through a minefield. Like at this point, you're not in a bad spot. You're not in a good spot. It's just kind of like going with the flow, kind of figuring out where's your place. It's like trying to figure out your whole life in a matter of like in this moment, but being lost without a light. But in the near future, you got the Two of Cups. You're going to end up meeting somebody and having good conversation, which could lead possibly into some romantic vibes going on between you and them. Or it could be a business meeting as well. It just depends on what's going on in your life. But all in all, it's not bad. It's just trying to figure out your way. All right, give me 1 second, guys. As far as questions go, I normally don't do questions unless you pay 5 for 2. But since we got a decent donation today, I will do 1 free question. Give me a second, though, because I got to see who I got next. No, I don't want to report nobody. Leave me alone. Thank you. Another incarnation. Blah, 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 blah. Bernice. Why keep dreaming of an ex that's passed away? Oh, I've been there. That's fun. Okay, that's weird. Cards flip and cards flip back. All right. Yes, you may. Give me a second. Let me get this reading out. You can't get away this time. So for Bernice, we've got the Page of Wands, which right now, I feel like you've opened yourself up maybe within the last 6 months. And slowly over time, you've opened yourself to a different way of communicating with like maybe the spirit realm. And I don't feel like this is the first time that you've actually had encounters with those who have passed on within a dream state. But when we open ourselves up to the unknown, we open ourselves up to things that we may not think is relevant. But spirits are like people. Like we communicate either through the internet or through the phone. They communicate through sound, sight, or in your dreams. So what I would suggest for you is just talk to them. Ask them what it is they need. And if it's something you're not willing to give, banish them. You can stop people from coming in your dreams. You can't get away this time. Oh, thank you so much, Gabriella. You're so sweet. Has asked me to attend a dinner party for her niece and nephew. Should I go? Should I go now? Oh shit. Give me 1 second, Az. Mishu? You know, that reminds me of Mishu from the movie. Which name I can't remember. Mulan. Oh crap. So, Venishu, it seems right now you've got your mind on one thing and you're protecting it right now. I don't know if you feel like someone else is trying to come in your territory or what it may be, but just know that it's good to keep the things that you love close, but if you don't give them the freedom to go and do what they want, you're going to lose the thing that you love the most. Give me a second, guys. I need to write down their name. I always say her because I always assume it's either a woman unless it's clearly shows as guy. I don't fucking know anymore. Sky is pink as far as I'm concerned. All right, this one is for Ash. I wouldn't go because I feel like it's going to bring up too much trauma. Just take my word on it. I know I had somebody last night listening to me. They were the last person on here, and they were like, I'm at work. I got to get off here and do some work. And they were at work for like an hour just listening to me. I was like, oh, I'm like your podcast. Yes, Ocean, my dear, you may ask a question. Oh, trust me, we get in some weird conversations here. Like, we do readings, but it gets weird. Like, you missed last night when I was talking about, what was it? Art, remote control little cars and women attachments attached to it and relationship control. It's still up, I think. Oh, yeah. Don't ask me how we got there. But we went there. Oh, did you get to see my message earlier, by the way? No, if you sent it on, where did you send it? Did you put it on here or did you send it on there? Bethany, give me 1 second, baby. Tell me about my life. Tell me about my life. Wait, was it after I left in the chat? I just saying that. Thank you. Oops. And then I got confirmation that I'm clairissentient. So how have you taken that so far? And who was I reading for? Bethany. Bethany. Give me a second, guys, if you would just stop the chat so that way I can keep up while I'm giving readings just for a second. Bethany, honey, you're hanging on by a ledge. And what I mean by that is we've got the Eight of Swords, which to me, Eight of Swords means we're kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place where our mind is somewhere else, but our body is physically here. You got to remind yourself to snap out of it. Even though you're facing situations that you don't want to face, which we all do, I do it too. Sometimes we got to make a deal with ourselves that we'll kind of do a little bit each day. And then eventually we've handled what we need to handle that we didn't want to handle in the first place. So hopefully that helps in some way. I keep buffering. Oh, you're fine, dear. Goodbye, Az. All right, give me a second. Ocean. Where are you, my dear? Was there something that you wanted to ask? It's like being in a classroom and you're like, quiet, the teacher's trying to teach. Your teacher's just really slow, not enough coffee, and not in squirrel mentality. Now, I know 777J something. You'll be after Ocean. Career opportunity come through. The new job. Well, baby, pick your card. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Keep pushing. Don't look back. Just keep looking forward. Ignore any side conversation and just keep doing you. Stay in your own lane and don't deal with anybody else's BS. If need be, block them out for a little bit in time. You don't need to be dragged into anybody else's bull crap. You got your own crap to deal with. Don't wheeze on me. I can't save you through the computer. Angel Wings. Hello, honey. Sorry I missed your entry. Hey, little sag. Welcome, welcome. All right. For Angel, my dear, you've got 3 cards that popped up. 1, 2, or 3. Choose your poison. Angel, honey, there's something in your life that you haven't completed yet that you need to take the final step so that way you can finally make it to the completion. Because when we see the world, normally it means completion. It means, we've got everything where we need to be. When it's in reverse, it means there's an imbalance in your life. It could either be finances, love, friendships, or all of them. But you need to figure out what you need to fix so that way you can live happily and feel settled and comfortable. Little sag, what do we got for you? Oh, crap. Oh, shit. Okay. So, little sag. Normally, the tower means bad, bad, bad. Just remember that. See the tower? It normally means bad. But since it's in reverse, that means that you back down from a decision that you were thinking about making that could have made so much worse. Oh, it's Brownie. Oh, shit. Well, hi, Brownie. Changing your name up on me. But you avoided the situation somewhat. So, kudos. Little bugger. I was wondering what happened with you. You know what we do with stalkers, right? We put them in bottles. Or we dangle them from a cage and tickle their feet. Well, hopefully, Angel, they get better. MD. Well, I get a permanent work agreement again next year in May. You will, but it's going to take some work. And that is for MD. For this to happen, which the will is completion, money, fortune, good things, good vibes, good times. This, you need to keep on pushing. Don't give up halfway through the race and think that you're safe. We hex them. I normally do charge for questions, but I did get a hefty little holiday gift. So I'm being nice and giving free 1 questions. Unless somebody wants to donate, so mommy don't have to cook. Can I have a reading? I swear to God, I read that as Sha'atha El Dumbass. That's not what it says, but that's how I read it. Give me a minute. Let me write down this name because I'm not going to forget that anytime soon. Oh, man. Oh, you're sweet, honey. Keep your money buying gum or whatever it is you kids buy nowadays. When I was in school, it was Trip pants. You know those big pocket pants with the chains on it? Yeah. That was where my 70s bucks went. I do Rock Life. Hey, Big Mama, give me a second. I got to give somebody a reading. Then I'm going to talk to Rock Life. And then Big Mama. So, da-da. Da-da. You got some things that you're trying to work to achieve, and you got other people trying to help you. Just remember, sometimes it's better to be authentic than try to be what you want or what you think they should be. What you want. What they want you to be. Yes, you may, my dear Gabrielle. You may get a free question after all of them. Fuck. I'm going to do Big Mama's question, and then I promise I will get to you, because that way we can get questions out of the way. 1, 2, or 3, Big Mama. Damn, the alien on the right. Looking sexy in the card. What? Oh my God. Big Mama. 1, 2, or 3. Going once, Big Mama. Going twice, Big Mama. Going for somewhat of a third time. And it's gone. She's meditating on these cards. Well, if she is, I've got all 3 to the side. So meditate away. Okay, so what is it that you feel that you've been dealing with, Rock, that has made it a little bit challenging? What have you experienced that has either you don't understand or that's giving you the most trouble? Keep on pushing them. I know there's someone in your life that you're trying to push forward for them to better themselves. Keep pushing them and they'll finally get their destination. Either that or they're going to get a foot up the ass. It's going to be one or the other, but I see them actually getting a clue and doing what they need. Ooh. Give it a second. I feel like I get these deep impressions when I know. Like deep impressions like feelings, or like you have certain signs that give you certain things. I see Big Mama replied. It came in late. I don't know why. Honey. All right. So ill will. That's fucking fine. You're not going to get rid of that feeling. So that's almost like the sensation that like prickling. Imagine when you were friends with somebody and you start to slowly notice that something's off with their chi, but you can't really figure it out. And then they turn into an asshole, and then you're like, oh, that's what it was. They didn't like me. Yeah, you're going to feel that. You're going to sense it. You're going to see it. And you're going to know it before they even fucking know that they're about to do it. And that's the fun part. Then you start backing away because you know what they're about to do. And then they make you out like you're the ass, but you knew what they were about to do. Yeah. That, my dear, is one of those things where you got to chuck it in the fuck it bucket. And here's what I mean by that. So, life is about self-preservation. If it hurts you physically or emotionally, you don't want to have that in your life. So therefore, over the centuries, ancestors of ours got these gifts. Certain ones who were intuitive. Then you had the ones that would run into the rock and be like, yeah, you're above those. So take it as you're getting insight. Now, it's up to you on whether you choose to protect yourself because you know the blow's coming or let it play out like a little musical. It's up to you. Either way, you're not going to be able to stop it. You're going to tell when people are lying. You're going to be able to tell when people are about to betray you. Wait till you get the dreams. Those are the fun ones. There was one witch in the woods that I went to. And I assumed that it was land, one of the spirits of the land, or maybe a demon who wanted to work with me. It was somebody who gave me a little bit of insight. And I was laying in the tent, and I heard this whisper in my ear, "You got snakes in your garden. It's time to go weeding." I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Come to find out, there was people who were being fake, trying to set up an alliance against me for some reason at one of my events, and I found out about it. So whenever you're doing tarot, what I would advise is play with your deck. So when I say play with your deck, I mean find the deck you wish to use or the deck that you have, and you can do what some people call dream scenario-scaping or dreamscaping with your tarot cards. So that means where you take one out each night, you stuff it under your pillow, and you record if you get something from it or if you don't. If you did, what did you get? You can meditate with your cards one at a time to connect and bond with them. The more you read with them, the more they trust you, the more you trust them. And then you get to the point where you're like me, where I'm like, okay, I need to dig into somebody's fucking history. I'm going to go for this deck. I want someone to be a blunt bitch, so I'm going to go for my bitch deck, the Thoth deck. You'll eventually get to that stage in life. All you got to remember is divination is a focus point. You already know the answers, but those cards confirm those answers. So it's like working together in a weird way. She's about to throw hands. This is what you do. And this is how I learned what different feelings in me meant when I was going through the same thing that you were, because I didn't have no one around me to kind of be like, hey, if you feel this feeling, this is what it means. Plus, you'll recognize that it's different for each individual, too. So let's say I get this feeling in my gut that feels like a knot, like someone is just grabbing my gut. That means I'm being lied to. That's the sign for me. Now, for you, it might be your eye twitching. But eye twitching for me might mean someone's under a lot of stress. And now I'm picking up on it. If my leg won't stop shaking, to me, that means that someone is wanting to flee away from the conversation that we're having. You'll get different signs, and over time, it sucks that it has to happen this way, but you're going to have to let it happen more than once. And every time that certain thing happens, see what you thought it was the last time and the end result of what actually happened. So that way it'll let you know. So if like your eye twitches and they were lying to you and it happens 2 or 3 more times with different people, then you know when your eyes start twitching, someone's lying to you. Trust me, baby. It is not the easiest thing in the world. No, you can have different things for like excitement. Like for me, I love energy. I love working with energy. I love energy magic. And plus, I pick up on energy, emotions, everything in between. So let's say there's someone around me and I know they're attracted. I'll play with their energy and push it back and manipulate, like sending messages. And you can have fun with it. Like you can heal others if someone's hurting. As far as healing goes, what is it called? There's a certain name for it, and it's escaped my Reiki healing. You can look into that, and it actually deals with using crystals, your own life force, to pull from one hand and to push out with another. Is there a telepathic sense? Oh, of course. Trust me. My husband's watched me do that. Oh, you're attracted to me thing more than once because he thinks it's funny. Sounds like too much work. Oh, it's so much fun. Because you can even manipulate a bad situation into a good situation. So let's say you walk into a room, things aren't going good. You can take that energy inside of you, which sucks. Don't recommend if you're a beginner. Take that energy inside you and then manifest in your mind how you want that energy to turn to. Do you want it love? Do you want laughter? Do you want happiness? Do you want sadness? Whatever it is, take it, manipulate it, and then push it out. Imagine it's just like beaming out of you like a Superman or Iron Man, whatever gets you going. And if you have a necklace that you're wearing, you can actually imagine that going out of the necklace. Did you ever think about being a spiritual teacher? I do offer spiritual guidance to people in my area. The only thing that I've ever had a problem with when it goes for me to teaching people and helping them out and kind of help guiding them is when I give them a task that I know is going to benefit them in the end. And I get, well, it didn't interest me. It was boring to me. Well, yeah, that's how it goes. It's not all going to be like, all right, Levioso. Like, you're going to have some boring shit, but that boring shit opens gateways to the mind and gets you thinking about things that you never once thought about. Everything that I've ever learned has been mostly self-taught. Just for the reason being I had to learn how to control it. I never really had anyone I could talk to. When I was younger, there was a pagan community, but they weren't sturdy, if that makes sense. They were kind of flaky. They had a meeting once and they didn't even show up or tell anybody till way later. So when it comes to me being able to be like, hey, go to this person or read this article, it's hard because a lot of the stuff that I learned that I'm telling you guys about is stuff that I taught myself. Don't get me wrong, like when it comes to certain books, I can understand it. There's some things like when I'm reading Crowley, it's like trying to read something that a madman wrote, which I'm not the only one that's had that issue. Silver Ravenwolf, I've read some of hers, but it seems like she takes the fun out of it or she over explains in some things. There is a book that I really liked, and it was called Self-Care. I'm trying to think of who her name is. I don't think I got that book down here, do I? Anyway, I'll look it up and we'll talk about it next time, but which one are you referring to? Crowley or Silver Ravenwolf or the lady who wrote the self-care book? Give me a second. Because I actually have a website for the Divine Witch. I haven't wrote anything on it for a while. I need to. But maybe you'll find some help in it. And if you got things that you guys want to know about, all you got to do is email me and be like, hey, can you cover this in a blog or a video? I'd really appreciate it. And I can discuss these things over video too. And give you guys resources instead of like lives. I can give you resources, but it's a lot harder because I'm a squirrel. So I'll forget it and then I'll remember it. You were listening and I was like, who? Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate it. As soon as this loads, I'll link my actual website for the Divine Witch. No, I do not want to upgrade. Thank you. Like I said, I haven't really wrote a lot of things here recently, but it might help you with some of the things I've noticed. And, you know, you can go back into some older videos as well, but let's see. And where's my little darling? She was talking to us. Where are you at? Some people, they're just better on hands-on, Gabriella. Book suggestions. On dealing with shit. Oh yeah, you just kind of gotta take it one thing at a time. You know what I mean? Like HSP. What the fuck is HSP? No problem, dear. I'm just feeding my face. Yeah, give me 1 second, baby. This is what it's about. You know, you're probably not the only one who deals with emotions and things like that. And it's always good a hypersensitive person. See, back in my day, sounds so old, but I'm not. We used to call them fuck. Well, we didn't call them fuck, but see, these are the things that get left out when I edit videos that I can't edit out of a live. What's the word am I looking for? Empathic, or yeah. Because I am a little bit young. Yeah. Hi, Mom. We're eating Cheetos. What's your question, baby? Mm-hmm. Gabriella, my dear, the whole situation that happened there is they weren't able to control you no more. When people lose control over another individual, you should try Doritos. I love Doritos. That whole situation was just one of power, give and take, and they didn't have the power no more, so therefore they couldn't control you. And if someone can't control you and use you as a pawn, then they're just going to make up some lame excuse and treat you like shit. Hello, Ra. Would you like a reading, my dear? Oh, no. I get it, honey. And it's bad. You're going to have relationships in your life where people are going to use you and then they're going to hurt you because you no longer fit into their Game of Thrones style BS. You just got to kind of walk it off. You know, you're a good person. You know, you did nothing wrong. And if you did something wrong and you were good friends, they would come up and tell you. That's what besties are about, calling you out on your shit. Mm-hmm. And it's sad. It really is. It's really sad that it happens, but see it as a learning experience. You know, I'm pretty sure there was times that you had with him where, you know, it was good, and just see it as, hey, I learned something. I had some good times, but in the end, we came to a crossroads and we split our ways. That's how I like to see relationships, at least. But it helps because I've got Hecate. She body shamed others and talked down to people with mental health issues. Yeah, that's called stupidity. But most people who are like that have nothing better else in their lives than to bring others down to make themselves feel better. And at least you knew that was the person that you didn't want to be, which says something about yourself and how you were raised. And you should take that as a good thing. There's a lot of heartless people in this world, and you decided not to be one of them. Sometimes that's you could have been dream hopping. Who knows? That's a possibility. Um, Misery loves company. Exactly. All right. Hey, Laura, would you like a reading, my dear? If you do, just let me know. Do, 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 do. So we got Jupiter, Moon, and Pisces. Pisces normally look for their mate. Moon in reverse means no emotions. And then your first card, Jupiter, right here, means an abundance of growth. But unfortunately, change was inevitable. Sometimes you got to let go. It's the message. Learning to let go and see it as another opportunity will arise. You're very welcome. All right. I can do a general reading, but I cannot tell you whether or not it's actually going to come out for the question that you're asking. Now, if you want to ask a question or two, I got a 5 for 2 I can do for you. If you want a general reading, those are free. But when you start getting into feelings and why, then that makes it a little bit more complicated. I can see what we can get, though. No harm in trying. Oh, let's see what we got for Niall. At least give it a shot, at least. The expectations that you have do not meet what you're getting. Unfortunately, you're blinded by what you see, not what you know. Cheese pie. Congratulations from getting out of someone's grasp. When we see the devil, that lets us know that someone tried to have control or did have control of us at one time. When we see it in reverse, that means their power is no longer there, which means we gave them nothing. They receive nothing, which honestly is better. It's too much draining to give people. 777. I assume you want a reading. Let's go for it. Let me tell you about you. Hey, Sam. 7-7. Pick one, card 1 or card 2. You choose. The devil was for you, Niall. Actually, it might have been for you, Cheese Pie. I don't really know. You'll have to go replay back because I've moved on. So, see me as a computer. I move the fuck on once you get your shit. It's the only way that keeps me, my energy, keep on going, and good vibes, good times. Speaking of good vibes, it looks like you're reaching for something, Jay. It looks like you're trying to achieve something that you're wanting to bring into your life. Actually, there's quite a few things you want to bring into your life, but it seems like you're in the wrong direction of where you need to be. So instead of focusing where you're at now, why don't you change your perspective just a little bit, and you might be able to actually get some of those things that you're wanting to get. Oh, shit. Niall, you got a wise person in your life. Normally, when we see this card, it's normally an older male. So, take the advice that they're giving at face value. Whether or not you choose to either do that, it's up to you. Sam. What do we got for Sam? Sam. Well, Sam, you just walked away from some fucking drama, didn't you? You said, fuck you guys, I'm out. That's basically what this card means right here. It is the 8 of Cups. It's saying goodbye to the fuckery and moving the hell on. You're tired of the bullshit. You're tired of the lies. Good job. Way to go, Sam. Kudos to you. One Cheeto to another. I was trying not to speak, and I'm like, I need substance drink.
Substance drink.
You are very welcome, my dear. I'm here anytime you need me or mama, whatever. Drink of the gods. Pepsi.
Pepsi, yes.
Pretty much. Throw a coin to your witcher. I know, this house is obsessed. Baby Yoda, Golden Girls, and The Witcher.
Yes.
Totally different, but similar.
They're all one.
Ooh, imagine if they ever did a Star Wars episode with the Golden Girls, as dead people. What were they called? Fuck. That's the name. I can't think of it. Jedi Masters. Dead Jedi Masters. I would love to see that. Especially if we got in 1922 in Sicily. It was golden. Thank you, honey, and hopefully we get to see you again. Mwah. Throw a coin to your Cheeto. Speaking of Cheetos, does anybody have any more questions? By the way, guys, remember that we do have a $20 reading. You get 1 hour for $20. So if that is something that you do want to partake in, you can either get a hold of me now or we can set up a time later. But it is for today only. See you, honey. Have fun. Oh, snap. We had quite a bit of people come in today. Hey, Nicole. Nicole, honey, I do not do free questions on those type of answers, baby. That's something that actually takes more than just one card draw. Sorry, babe. There is a lady that was having issues. I wonder whatever happened to her, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. She's on Ancestry a lot, and I feel so bad. Has she tried one of the DNA kits yet? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It sucks when people can't find family and they have this longing to reconnect and not able to do so. Yeah, there's family on there, but having trouble linking her father. Some cousins are connected. I feel so bad. You might be able to try to find information on the cousins and be able to go from there. Ancestry, I know it has a lot of things on it, but there's also other resources. Like if you know somebody's name, you know their location and their age, you can look up People Finder. I think you may have to pay for it though, but it would be something to maybe help. Hiring a detective anymore is outrageous. Oh man, that's sad. Well, at least you're trying to do everything you can, though. And that's got to count for something. Yeah, I try People Finder. Depending if she was adopted out, she may be able to go back and get records for it. Or if she knows his full name and all that, she might be able to find his last known address. Then you can always put an ad in the paper too, if anybody has any information. I don't really know how much that would cost, though. By the way, for anybody who's wanting any readings, just let me know. You too, dear. Good luck on your search. May the gods be with you. Hello, Manu. Questions are 5 for 2, or you can get an hour reading for $20. I haven't pulled one for myself for tomorrow. Hey, Jada, baby. Well, it looks like I'm going to have a really good day tomorrow. You looking for a free reading, honey, or you want to get an hour reading for 20? Here you go, Jada. You got the 3 of Swords. Right? Did someone say something to you recently? Or maybe a few people, actually. Because it seems like it cut deep. Mm-mm. Girl, you never get a break. Angel advice. Manifest what you want and don't accept anything less. And who the fuck would be bullying you? You haven't done shit to nobody. Diana! Okay, EA. Pick one or pick two. Okay, you got two cards, Diana. One or two. Either way you go on this one. They're both pretty decent. Pick your poison. Card one, card two. We do questions. 5 for 2. $5, 2 questions. For Cash App, it's the Divine Witch. Same goes for Venmo as well. General 1 cards are free. It's not guaranteed it's going to answer your question or what your question wants. For questions, you get 2 questions for $5, or if you spend $20, you get an hour reading. Hey, Cosmic. So are you just wanting to try a general reading for you? Because you do get 1 card for free, dear. Hey, Cosmic, what can I do for you today? How did work go for you last night? What is it exactly that you do, if you don't mind me asking? Same shit, different day. Work for a bank. Oh man, I do not envy you. Having to deal with people being sad and mad and everything in between, or having a bad day, and then you're the brunt of it all. Well, at least it makes for interesting stories when you go out for drinks. Mm-mm-mm. You must be in a time zone right now where it's still light out. Like right now, it's like 5:30 here. Oh, come on. Something new. You get to play with money. Ooh, I would always, if I worked in a bank, I would always see myself as like Duck McScrooge. Too bad they don't have those coin banks no more where you can just dive in. Probably hurt though. Right? For a minute, I thought you said a corn bank. Don't recommend it. Oh, you know, it's just been one of those days. Eh.
Keep doing what you do.
One.
That's nice.
One. I love messing with the hubby. It's a fun pastime. Yes, it is fun. Well, I draw a little bear. That's a little sad bear, but it's a bear nonetheless. I got snow. It's a highlight of my day. What happened to you? I got snow. And the hubby's bunny suit shipped, which was...
That's gonna be...
I know. I cannot wait. When he gets that suit in, he is getting on live, and he's going to be my little bunny. What do you want to know about the Hecate, baby? Bunny. Bunny. What do you get when you mess with Hecate? Get your ass burned if she don't do what she say. Why does it feel like for her to take you over? My experience. Well, okay. So I've had a few different experiences, and they're not always the same, but sometimes they are. So when I'm in ritual in front of a coven or a big group, and I've invoked Hecate to come inside me, whenever I speak, it almost feels like I'm in an auditorium. And it feels like my voice has changed a little bit. And I don't know if other people notice it, but it's something that I've personally noticed. And I get this weird feeling of calmness and like feeling taller than what I am, and that I can't be stopped. And then there's times where I've done magic with my husband, and it feels like someone who has two dolls and they're doing what they want with them. It feels great, but you have no control. You get to feel everything, but it's like kind of it's like the feeling of being underwater, but with energy, if that makes sense. And you can still breathe. So hopefully that answers something for you. At least that's the feelings that I've got from her. But she's always been kind enough to not fully take over me. It's kind of like being in the passenger side in my own body. So yeah. It's definitely different. Well, you're welcome, my dear. It's what I try to do. But just make sure that you're ready for something like that when you start invoking something in. Even if it is a deity that you do work with. Because you got to kind of see it like we're just a puppet. They can do whatever they want. That's why you should always set up I'm cool with this, this, and this, but don't do this in my body because then I could end up in a lot of shit kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like Hecate is normally pretty good about it, but there are other deities that are less courteous. Yeah, boundaries. That's a good word for it. It's kind of like saying, look, you can drive the car, but you fucking wreck it, you're paying for it. That kind of thing. At least that's how I like to see it, at least. Which reminds me, come here in about, let's see, last night was one of her nights, which was a fun night. Had a weird dream. I always have weird dreams on her night. Exactly, you break, you buy. It's definitely a good time to start. If that's something that you're wanting, this is the perfect time for you to have conversations with her about it. I mean, I know there's been a few times I've done this technique, but I haven't done it in a while, where I'll have a notebook and I'll write something that I want to know. And then I will fall asleep. And then if I wake up and there's a message written in it, that lets me know, hey, she took over my body. She wrote me back. It's another form of communication that not a lot of people use. Plus, you got to watch the people in your house because some people are kind of douchebags, but I don't have that issue here and they know better. That would be another way to set your guidelines. Or if you do a ritual, set up kind of like a contract of what you want to happen, that you're allowing her to use you freely, just as long as this, and this, and then put an offering with it, burn it, wait a couple days, and you'll get a sign whether or not she's accepted. Or you can get a reading on it to see if she accepted it. Well, that's another thing you can do. Like, if you're going to set up daily devotions to her, you can set up a certain thing that you do every day, like light a certain incense that you know that she likes, or, you know, every day I'll spend 5 minutes meditating. Or if you're like me, when I had my altar in my bedroom, I still do it even though my altar's not in there because she's always with me. I tell her whatever energy I didn't use, whatever energy I didn't need, take of me and give to thee. And it's like you're giving part of yourself daily. You're giving all that you are and all that you were throughout the day to her, which is a really good exercise to do. I think so. But I do it, so of course I'm going to think that, you know. Yeah, I love her to death. I need to change her altar up because I still got pumpkins and some corn stalk up there that I need to change. So I think I'm going to do that here in the next couple days, switch it over. And that's another thing, like you can change her altar once a month, and set up new stuff that you got for as like an extra pizzazz. Like towards the end of the month and the beginning of the month are usually her days that you can work with her really well, or during a full moon. Some say a dark moon. I guess it just depends on what you want to go with and what you're doing, but those are always good times to set up an altar and get it going and making it pretty, because, in a way, I like to see them like us, that they like to have a change of scenery like we do occasionally. And later this month, I'm going to be uploading a video on how to make Christmas bulbs with different deities that you've worked with, and then inside you can put in like little offerings to them to hang up on your tree. Which I've got my photos of Hecate and a few other individuals that we're going to put on our tree this year. And I'm going to share that with you guys. The great thing is, too, you can also get those like little mini trees to put on your altar. Those are always fun to decorate. And you can like cut out like out of felt or whatever and make your own ornaments for it, for whatever deity you're working with. We always acknowledge Hestia. Every fire that we do, she lights the flame and for the path. Which rituals and spell work, I haven't really been doing that much. It's been kind of a let them take a break from my ass, and we just dine and wine and joke, and having family over the house is a good way to give them energy too as well. Right. Oh, I know if I don't get off of here eventually, no one in this house is going to have dinner. Because my husband's been playing the game, waiting on me to cook dinner. And it is kind of my duty. Oh. Seems like Dionysus is permanent there too. Around this time, you get things about Dionysus, Hercules. There's a few others as well for celebrations. Look up Saturnalia and the other two, and you'll find like their festival that's coming up and some of the legends. There's one I'm going to actually read on here, kind of like a Yule story for the Greeks in a way. But yeah, I'm going to jump off here. I'm glad that you joined me though, and hopefully work goes well for you, honey. Bye, guys.